Happy anniversary, everybody! This is the 1-year anniversary from when the very first Rogue Love video went live on YouTube. Since that time, not including this video, we've uploaded 444 separate videos. That is an average of 1.22 videos per day, 7 days a week, for the entirety of a year. So that's pretty cool. And to celebrate, I'm doing something I've wanted to do for a long time. I've put this off because I'm not sure how keen people are going to be on watching me do it. I don't know. But I want to play it, so I'm going to do it. If you've been watching this channel for any length of time, it's probably clear, even just by quantity of videos. My absolute favorite roguelike that we have reviewed on this, or played on this channel since the start, was Moria. The very first game we tried, that remains my all-time favorite. The one grudge I have against it, of course, is that my version of Moria 5.6, the run command doesn't work, which means you have to manually enter every single move. And honestly, in a game that lasted, I don't know what, played for about 80 hours, I pressed keys millions of times, and that's just damaging, literally physically damaging. I now stand at my computer to use it. It helps alleviate some of the problems with my back and wrists, but it's also hard to stand for that long. So, anyways, I've tried a bunch of different Moria versions over the years, or the year, I guess. I've tried a bunch of different, not variants, but just remakes, really. The most recent I tried was JS Moria, a JavaScript version of Moria. And initially I thought, my God, I've hit it. This is the gold mine of Morias, because it functions exactly like Moria, and the run command works, baby. But, unfortunately, it's not an exact port. On level 2, my first character was killed by a Yeti, which is usually a much greater depth monster. And my second character on level 2 was killed by a King Cobra, which again is a much later depth monster. In other words, JS Moria allows out-of-depth monsters more frequently, and it just made the game, to me, not much fun. So what we're going to do today is not quite in that vein. It is not a remake of Moria. This is one of the very few variants of Moria that I'm aware of, and it is called Morgul. Let's give it a shot here. Let me get into DOSBox over here. Actually get in it. Am I recording the right... let me make sure I'm recording the right thing. Let's record... Oh, this is the DOSBox status window. We don't want the status window. We want the other DOSBox window. Can we do this? There we go. That appears to be it. Let's give this a shot, shall we? Alright. Mount. D. Games. D. CD Rogue 1. CD Morgul. And let's try this bitch out. Morgul. There we are! Morgul 5.5. You can see it as a variant of Moria. Let me just hit yes, okay, on this. How do I get my darn cursor to work here? Here we go. Okay. Now, how does it differ from Moria? It would be a fair question to ask. In a lot of ways. I'm going to tell you a few of them, but I'm not going to tell you all of them because I don't want to waste your time. I might filter some of all these out as we continue to play. But here's some important ones. If you remember back to Moria, at least as I recall it, if you wanted to fire a missile weapon, unlike in Angband, there's no targeting. You kind of had to shoot in one of the 8 cardinal directions. I believe that was the case. It's been a long time since I played Moria. This has actual manual targeting. You can turn on targeting and fire it, off angles. Little difference. It's a bit of an upgrade to Moria in that regard. The biggest change, of course, is the victory condition, and this is the one we should mention right off the bat. Let's just find it now. To win the game, all 9 of the Nazgul must be slain in order. Like the Balrog of Moria, these Nazgul teleport out of destruction spells. If you leave the level a Nazgul is on, you'll simply meet him again elsewhere. In a related note, the final creature is the Witch King of Angmar, the greatest and most evil of the Nazgul. Catch him on the 75th level. So right off the bat, we see some differences. Moria, you're trying to get down to level 50 to kill the Balrog. In this, you're trying to get down to level 75 to kill the Witch King of Angmar. But en route, you have to kill the other, I guess, 8 Nazgul. The Witch King is one of them, isn't he? The other 8 Nazgul en route. So that is the first major change you're going to see. There are a lot of other changes. Undead experience drains have been altered in certain ways. Many new monsters have been added. Purple dragons, Maxwell's dragons, based on the Maxwell's demon concept, whatever that means. Clerics of Morgoth, Black Knights, and the horrible Basilisk, beware it can kill the unprepared character outright, are in the list, but are not necessarily the worst of the new beasties. Enemy spellcasters now have bolt and ball spells in their repertoire. One notable new spell is the Unholy Orb. Some other monsters have had their spells changed so that high-level spellcasters don't cast low-level spells. Mages now take damage from their own spells. This means mages and rangers will want to keep their distance from ball spells. Switch to bolts when the bad guys get close. That's what the monsters will do. All monsters have had their levels changed. Blah, blah, blah. You can now change your character's history. You can modify your character in different ways. But here's one thing I want to mention. Actually, I'll move on with the game, and then we'll mention it afterwards. I should also mention that I'm starting this with the assumption, probably the erroneous assumption, that I'm going to survive for a while. That I'm going to live as long as I did in Moria. We're going to get 158 episodes. That's probably not true. I'll probably live for like 3 or 4 and die like I do in all the Angband variants. I don't ever do that well. No reason to suspect it'll be different here. But on the off chance that I'm wrong, and this runs for a really long time, I will be interspersing this with like 7-day roguelike stuff. I don't want to lose track of the 2010 7-day roguelike challenge. We still have one game in the 2009 7-day roguelike challenge we got to get back to. So this is not going to be a full-time endeavor. But I'll return to it on a pseudo-regular basis until such time as we die or win. Let me get to the actual game so I don't fuck up this recording. Where is that? Here we go. Alright. Where do I plant this so it's not going to be in the way? I'll put it way over here and see if that works. No, it doesn't help me, does it? Unfortunately, my window is now very small. Alright. Press the key to continue. Okay. Choose a race. Let's be a dwarf this time. No, half-orc. Fuck that. No, half-troll. Half-troll, motherfuckers. Half-troll. Let's be a male. Because female half-trolls are ugly. That only leaves us warrior and priest. Why am I going this route? To be perfectly honest, I'm not going to lie. My favorite character class in Moria remains the paladin. I would love to go play Moria as a paladin in any Moria variant that would let me run. Morgul does, by the way. But we have to play a warrior. And why is that? Because one of the changes that Morgul introduces is to warriors. I'm going to read you that now, and then we're going to move on. Warrior slicing attacks. In an effort to increase the strength of the warrior, a special ability has been added. When a critical hit occurs, the 2 to 5 times damage hits, there's a chance that one of the monster's attacks may be hacked off, like a dragon's claw, Navis warrior's sword arm, an emperor lich's finger, etc. The probability depends on the critical multiplier and the character's level, running from 2%, 2 times on the first level, to 40%, 5 times on the 40th level. Beyond a statement of the fact that something occurred, there is no identification of what was struck off. To be totally sure that that lich lost its experience drain, you've got to slice it 4 times. Therefore, the ability is mostly luck, and simply an added bonus if you get lucky. I don't even know if that sounds that cool, but it is different from Moria. And given that is the one major character change, we're going to play a warrior, what I consider the most boring of all classes in the game. But we'll try it with this hack-off thing and see if it has any effect that we can tell. Warrior. All right. Half-troll male warrior. We're 24 years old, 64 units high. We weigh 225 units, pounds? I don't know. Strength 18 out of 14. Our intelligence is 4. Wisdom 6. Dexterity 8. Constitution 15. You know what? We got good strength. We got good constitution. Let's assume that's wonderful. Now, there is a way we can change any of this. You can see here, your father was a cave troll warrior. You have blue bloodshot eyes, mangy seaweed green hair, and green ulcerous skin. Now, it looks like we're allowed to modify it directly. It's one of the additions to this game, but I'm not going to do that. Let's take escape to quit. I think that'll move on with this character. Okay. We have +1 to hit, +3 to damage. We are level 1. Sorry, I'm moving this mouse all around while I try to figure out how to place this somewhere where it's not going to obstruct shit. Level 1, blah, blah, blah. We have 241 gold. Maximum hit points is 21. Current hit points is 21. Enter your player's name. Bob. Bob the Troll. Nah, let's be a good name. Bog. Bog. That's a capital. Bob Schmarden. Nah. Let's just call him Bogue. There you go. That's a good troll name. Bogue. Bogue the Troll. Half troll. Press any key. Okay, here we are. Recognize this screen. I'm not going to go through all the basic parameters of Moria. If you want to understand how to play Moria or Angband or any of those things, we've got videos up on them. I'm not going to go through everything bit by bit. We're going to take it for granted that you basically understand what Moria is about, and we're really going to focus on, well, me playing Moria because I fucking love Moria, but me playing a Moria variant that you've probably never seen before. This will be about as rare as games get. Let's head into here and buy some of the things we need. I would like a shovel or a pick, and neither one is available. Right? B for browse. No, that's it. Nothing else here. Let me see what I've got currently in my inventory. Oh, we got soft leather armor. Let's wield B and wield C and wield D. Wield B. Wield B again. Wield B again. All right, we got the dagger, soft leather armor, cloak. To be honest, that's really all I wanted, right? I'll try the run command as soon as we get downstairs. We already have... Oh, let's get something like this. Let's get some sort of armor here. How about a metal cap? Let's try that. Purchase. Whoops, I mean... here we go, L. We're back to the bartering system here, man. Let's try offering him 35. Oops, it's not working with that. I think I gotta use the big keyboard. An insult. Try 71. Let's try 40. I paid more for the 40 myself. Try 66. Let's try plus 4 each time. Okay, we got it for 57. We'll put that on in a minute. How about some gloves? We have sort of leather gloves here. How about a shield? We can get a shield. Let's get a small metal shield. Purchase G for 60 plus 5. I don't want to get thrown out of here. I really wanted that pick or shovel, but whatever. So we got that. We have gloves here. Is there any, like, gauntlets? No. Leather shoes. All right, let's get D. Purchase D. Let's give him 4. Plus 1. All right. And let's purchase B for 1. Plus 1. All right, let's exit here and let's wield some stuff. Let's wield. Small metal shield. A metal cap. Leather gloves. A pair of soft leather boots. That's it. We are armored up, baby. What is our armor class currently? 14, not bad. Still got 75 gold left, but there's nothing else we need right now, is there? We have rations of food, we have torches. Really, the only other thing I wanted was a pick. I'm not even going to go... Well, let's just go down. Let's see what happens. You enter a maze of down staircases. You pass through a one-way door. Alright, here we are. Let's wield a darn torch. B. Okay, here we are. Let's try the run command. It's period, I think. Oops, we're already doing that. Period and south. Look at that. Run works. Let's see if I can use the period on the... Yeah, I can even use the period on here. Okay. Not that I want to. Okay. Looks like a ring there, right? A diamond ring. All right. Let's hold on to that. We won't wear it right now until we can get it identified. Here's a staircase down. We don't want that. Open. Oh, baby. It's good to be back in a Moria-esque world. Nice black and white palette. What is it? Let's have a little look. Is it L for look? A floating eye and a giant yellow centipede. I don't think I know anything about either of them because I haven't really played this before. Not much of it anyway. I played for like 5 minutes to see if it would work years ago. Slain it. I missed it. Giant yellow centipede equals... What is that? Gray mushroom patch? Alright, baby. Let's get this stuff leveled up. Experience 4. I have no idea what the experience penalty on a half-troll warrior is. If there is one, I assume there is. We can't clear that, and I don't think we don't have... what is it? Shift X? No, it's designated target. Let's try T. No, let's try Shift T. You dig in the rubble. I think we need a shovel or something to get that out of the way. I don't remember if that's true or not. Let's try S for search. Alright, baby. Merely by virtue of the run command, this may be my new favorite variant of Moria. Or my new favorite, playstyle of Moria. I would love to get you Moria working with... There is a, that's weird. There is a version of Moria, Moria 5.7, maybe even 5.71. I think I mentioned this before while we were playing Moria. I found it, and it does work. The run command works, but it messes up a lot of other things, at least if you're playing a paladin. I called that to the attention of the designer. He said he'd work on it, but that was a year ago. And last I've seen, it's not been fixed, so I'm not holding out hope. Magenta potion, excellent. What is this, a spider? A skeleton? A large broken bone. We don't need that. Let's drop E. I gotta remember to use the run command. I'm used to not... Oh, you miss it. There's something invisible there. Am I not able to... Oh, I hit it. Okay. Whatever it is, it's hard to kill. How's my health doing? I'm still not hurt. What the hell am I hitting? Is it really anything there? We have currently 6 experience. Let's see if we can kill this, whatever this is. If that's possible. I don't know that it is. Maybe it requires a magic item to hit it or something. I don't even know. Can we look and see what it is? Look. East. You see nothing of interest. I hope this isn't a glitch. I'd be really disappointed if Morgul is conking out on us on first level. But it might be some really powerful monster that doesn't attack back. Doesn't seem to be swinging at us. Let's just keep doing this until such time as it either says it's, dead, or until we get frustrated and say, well, fuck it, let's move on. But this is our first big mystery of this game. What the fuck am I fighting? Am I fighting anything? Let's try going around it. Let's try attacking from this way. Yeah, there's something there, something invisible. Given the damage it's taking, I would like to think that if we could kill it, it would be worth a ton of experience, but I'm not going to bother trying anymore. In case it's just some glitch. What is that? Iron spikes? Let's grab that. We can sell that at the least. Let me move this window again. It's just barely in the way. And yet, because I switched back to OBS Studio, it shrunk down my my window for the game to tiny proportions. There might be a command you can give in DOSBox that says like full screen or something. I forget. I'll have to look that up. You do have to run... Oh, grab it. That's new. That's a new monster. You've slain the grab it. Oh, here's another one. Let's look at it, see what we know about it, having killed 2 of them. At least 2 of these creatures have been killed by contributors to your blocked by game. To your monster memory. It is normally found at depths of 50 feet and moves a bit erratically and quickly. A kill as a natural creature is worth 1 point for a first level character. It can breed explosively. Nothing is known about its attack. That's all you see in that direction. Let's go kill this one too. It bit us and touched us. What does its touch do? Your backpack feels lighter. It took something out. Maybe... oh, fuck. That's why it's called a grab it. They grab things and run. Well, that's an interesting new monster in the repertoire. White centipede. Dead. Let's rest. For asterisk. Okay. Look, is that just a skeleton? This broken bone. Nothing important. And there's centipede. This one being a white centipede as well. Again, man, the thing is, if I move this off too far to the... I'm going to put it up here. I'm going to cover up my half-troll warrior rookie bit. I don't give a shit about that. I know that. Let's see if this works. Let's see what this is, too. Pair of leather gloves. Let's get it. Okay. Kill the centipede. I will include a link to where you can find this, although it's in the archive RL. That's how I found it, I believe. Oh, fuck. There's a ton of these guys. It bites me. I gotta move this thing again, guys. I'm sorry. It's blocked. No matter where I put this, it blocks something. It's really shitty. You hit the grab it. You've slain the grab it. You hit the grab it. You've slain the grab it. Hopefully that's it. Let's back off for a second. Yeah, no more are coming. There's another one up ahead. I saw it. That's a way out. The thing I've always loved about Moria is it doesn't let you just go right back up the stairs. You can't stair scum. If you go down a level, the stairs are not there. You gotta find more stairs to go back out. It may not make sense, but then again, neither does a constantly regenerating dungeon, right? Do a little more exploration on this level for about 10 more minutes, then I've got to call it quits. Let's try forcing it. B for bash? What did I do? I think I pressed C. Okay, that's fine. Alright, fuck this thing. Let's go a different way. Yeah, if we had a pick or a shovel, we could get that out of the wall. I've mentioned before in other videos, I'm not uploading as many roguelikes as I was. I have time to talk, so I'm going to talk now about why. One simple thing is I'm just way more busy. The career has picked up drastically, which is, oh fuck, these guys are going to be a problem. Let's close that door. Which is a good thing. It means, you know, life gets better. But it also does mean I'm way more busy on that front than I was, say, a year ago. A secondary thing, of course, I mean, I still have the day job on top of that in the evenings, on some evenings. The wife and I are going to the gym several times a week, so that's eating up more time. What is the other thing? Another thing is, of course, Caverns of Zascasian 2. I am back to work on it. I was forced to sort of upload a version of the game that I didn't intend to upload. I've been working on a massive new addition to the game, a perk system that severely differentiates different character classes from one another. And they were always differentiated, but different classes and races now play massively differently from each other compared to what they used to. The thing is, that system is very time-consuming to implement. Even if I worked on it full-time, which I can't, obviously, but if I could put in 40 hours a week, I'm still about 4 or 5 months from finishing that entire system. Working on one character race, one character class at a time. The thing is, I discovered that there were some very serious errors in the previous version of the game I had uploaded. And so I had to re-release the newest version of the game. Here's this thing again, eh? Still a mystery. Don't know what that is. Oh, fuck. These guys are going to be a pain. Potentially deadly. Not to mention the fact that they're taking my shit. I don't remember what they're taking. I don't even know if we figured it out. Probably food. Or gold. I can't see my gold. Let me look at my gold over here. No, not touching my gold. We'll check it out in a minute if we can kill these guys off. We'll probably get out of this level in a second. Go back to the surface. I might need to get a bow or something to deal with things like this. Alright, let's see what the hell it's taking. We still have our food. Is it taking torches? It might have taken torches. I don't think it can take my equipment, can it? It definitely took... maybe it just takes random shit. It also took... we had found another pair of boots. It took that. Looks like it just grabs random shit out of your... Oh, we had a magenta potion, a diamond ring. Yeah, it's stealing our inventory items. That's fascinating. And terrifying. Alright. This map is hard to read as ever. Let's see if we can find a way out up here. If not, we'll grab the staircase out, because I can't deal with all those grabbits. Anyways, yeah, I was forced to release Caverns of Zascasian 2 again. The latest version. But in order to release it to get those errors covered, because they've all been fixed, I had to disallow the use of certain races and classes. 2 of the races I had to say you can't use them for now, because I hadn't worked on the perks for them yet. And 27 of the classes I had to say you can't work on them for now. So the bottom line is I am desperate to get the proper version of that game out. And again, I can't work on it 40 hours a week, but if maybe monthly or bi-monthly I can release another version that at least has a few of the races and classes added back in as I finish up the perks for them, as well as more bug fixes, as well as more content in addition. So with all that in mind, when I get up in the morning, Tanya's usually still asleep. I can't use the computer then. That's why I'm on the Xbox. And then by the time she is up, I have limited time in my day to... that makes her sound lazy. I don't mean to say that. She gets up and goes to work, but I'm up really stupidly early, like in the wee hours well before dawn, 3 or 4 hours before the sunrise usually. So by the time she is up, if I want to use the computer, I have 2 concerns. One is that I should probably be working on Caverns, and the other is that my hands can't take, eternal, nor can my feet, if I'm standing at the computer, take eternal usage of a computer. So I have to mitigate how much hours I spend on the computer. That's why you don't get as many roguelikes these days as you did once upon a time. It's not a lack of interest in the genre. It's just too many competing features. But between that and Xbox games, you'll still probably average at least one a day. All right, let's go back up to town. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to sell. Let's see if he has a shovel or anything yet. He does. Let's purchase that. Purchase F. Let's get it for 10. Your mother was a troll. Oh, how true. Plus 3. Final offer 26. Alright, let's take it. Alright, let's leave here. Quit. Oh, you got our iron spikes too. They stole that as well. Oh, I'm not trying to quit. I'm trying to exit. How do I get out of this thing? I blocked off some of the... There we go. Alright, let's... Is it Shift X? No, Shift X is switch to targeting mode. How do we swap weapons? God damn, this thing's in the way. Save character and quit is Control X. Let's remember that. We're going to need that in just a minute. Come on, man. How do I switch goddamn things? Or can you? Maybe you can't in this. Maybe you can't. Oh, exchange weapon is just simple X. Okay. So let's try X. And, oops, I'm going to try to do this. Let's try X. So we have no primary weapon. Let's wield the shovel. B. Escape. Let's press X to go back to our dagger. We got about 3.5 minutes. Let's go back down. We can always save it down in the dungeon, right? It doesn't matter. I think it's still... It'll still save us just fine. Let's go back down. Let's avoid grabbits because... Oh, jeez. Searching. It touches you. Oh, fuck. There's something touching me. I hit it. Hit it. I've slain it. Okay, that one we could kill. This game's got some new curveballs it's thrown at us for sure. There we go. Oh, thank God we have this. Okay, X. T. No, not T. Shift T. The south. Okay. What is that? A novice warrior. Okay, let's switch back to our dagger. Let me move this cursor because we might die here. Move this thing rather. Alright, novice warrior hit us. We hit it. We hit it. It hits us again. I wish I had some health potions now. Alright, we slew it. Welcome to level 3. I didn't even realize it was level 2. Excellent. We have 40 hit points. That's not bad. It was an excellent hit. Times 3 damage, so we could cut something off from it now if we hadn't. You severely damage it. I'm guessing that means you severed something. I don't think it's a pun. I think you just misspelled it. But I'm guessing that's what it's trying to imply. Is that's when you've done this severing attack that cuts off one of its attacks. Alright, we need another secret door somewhere. Not finding anything, darn it. Let's go check in the big room first. Darn it. As soon as we find this thing, we're going to quit. I've got to go get ready for an audition. Assuming there is something to find, and this game isn't, screwed up in its dungeon creation. I don't imagine it would be. I imagine it used the Moria source code. So it's probably pretty stable in terms of generation. Alright, baby. I don't know, man. Alright, we got this hallway to search still. I'm a bit worried, guys. This will be a shitty anniversary game if we get stuck due to a broken map generator. Fuck me. Speaking of too many button presses, I'm just standing here spamming the S key. Whoops, for search. There's no chance we have the shift lock on or something, is there? No, if we did, it would be telling us the search mode. It's coming on and off. I'm running out of places to look, guys. Boo earns. Oh! Oh, we're hungry. Did I not, I still have rations. Let's eat A. Should've got more torches, too, now that I think about it. So just grab it, stole. Oh, there we go. It was here. I just couldn't find it. Okay, we're going to call it quits right here, though. When I return, we're going to resume as Bogue, the half-troll warrior, who is currently a soldier. Again, I don't like playing warriors, man. It feels like a really boring thing. I love the spells. I miss my paladin. But if it truly altered that character class in a way that, you know, Moria doesn't, it would be remiss of us to deliberately avoid seeing something in action that is different from the source game. So, I hope you're enjoying this, guys. I'll be back when I can get a chance to come back. Not sure entirely when that'll be. Have a good one. Let's press Shift X, see if that's where it works. Or is it Shift X, Control X? Saving game, more. There we go, Borg. You can see I had played a player once, testing it at one point, probably months ago when I was trying to see if this actually worked. Okay. See you later, guys.